Hello, my beautiful people. How are you today? It is May 12th. Yes, it's a full moon today, and I hope you guys had a great weekend, especially Mother's Day. The weather was extremely warm in Los Angeles. We went from like winter to summer like that, but this week it will be coming down into the spring temperatures, which will be nice for us here. I hope you guys are all having a good spring. We're getting close to the summer, starting the summer. So, everything's all over the place. Oh, let's see what we got for you guys. Let's see what the universe wants to say today. Remember, with the full moons too, the full moons can bring in, expose things, bring truth to the surface. The funny thing is, like here in Los Angeles, I told you, I saw a car flip over like on Thursday, I think it was, and sort of still coming into that full moon energy, which there's been a lot of accidents I've been seeing, like, just, coming across them and there's like someone's car being towed away because they get smashed. It's a lot of accidents right now. But that's kind of happens like around these full moons sometimes. People just get a little nutsy, it's a little crazy. And of course, with everything going on, I think, many people are also very distracted, which doesn't help things. But hopefully everybody is okay. Never fun to be in an accident, that is for sure. So let's see what the universe has for you. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, it's a long shuffle today, huh? Okay. All right, we're doing the shuffle, man. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, yes, we got it. All right, so with the 7 of coins in the upright, we have the Justice in reverse, and I feel like the tension is building with that rubber band that's being pulled back. It's gonna snap back soon, man. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse, 8 of Cups in reverse. We have the 3 of Wands in the upright, and we have the 10 of Swords in the upright. Okay. And behind the deck, we have the Judgment in reverse. Ooh, Judgment and Justice both in reverse. Okay. That of course is just, to me, spelling a lot of karma, people refusing to wake up to their callings, legal problems happening with these people, bad, decisions, lots of karma going on here. And we see with a lot of people here, either gaslighting or options are gone, but we do have a reevaluation here with the 7 of coins. So let's dig a little bit further back here. We have a Hermit card in the upright. Is this our investigator? No. Okay, so we have our love-having mask. Maybe thinking things through. Is this his card as well? It's just the love-vibing femme. Okay, so we have the love-vibing femme's energy is the Judgment in reverse, refusing to wake up. And again, them all still getting their karma. We do have the 6 of Cups here in reverse. Here we go. We have the King of Wands in reverse. This is your low-vibing mask from the past, but this is someone who could be very angry, unstable, jealousy, envy over sex. But it's I feel like it's more anger right now because I think they know they were with a karmic. They know they did you dirty in the past, absolutely. Again, we have the 4 of Swords. They're very nervous about something, unhealed. Is it unhealed? Nervous. It's a nervousness, huh? Well, they're not having any new start, right? They can't get away from the drama that they created. And we have a King of Swords in reverse. Is this King of Wands? No. All right, so, is this? Okay. They're telling me this is the low-vibing femme who's coming up as a Queen of Wands in the upright. She's still trying to wear a mask and pretend that she's like this, goody two-shoe go-getter. She's not. This is a complete toxic person. And of course, we have the person that she's in working cahoots with, which is this it comes up with the Emperor reverse a lot, but it's also a King of Swords reverse. Very much a liar. Definitely, this person could be a narcissist, sociopath. Is this a psycho? Sociopath. They're telling you a sociopath. Again, working very closely with this queen here. Again, they're being exposed. So I mean, the tension that like I'm feeling with this is because this person's been hiding the shadows, and now this person's coming up. And why? Because the spotlight is being revealed on this person, on both of them. But that tells me a lot when this person's now coming up all the time, and unable to get away from their dramas here. This love-I mess. So I think this love-I mess is very nervous about these two, about what's coming up. Very angry that they kind of were led down straight. No, don't get me wrong. Your person here did go, skipping along with them. But I think there was a lot of things these other people were hiding that your love-I mask had no idea of. Had no idea what was going on. Because they were just gaslighting him, and they were using him as a tool, basically, to get to you. What they didn't realize is that they thought they were going to hurt you or destroy you in some way using this person that was with you at one point, whether this was a business partner, or whether this was a friend, family, or lover. But it didn't work out that way. You became very resilient. I mean, yes, it may have been very difficult to go through at the time. You may have been like, what the F? But you went through it. You got through it. You made it through it. And some of you may be in the process of doing that now. Again, everyone's going to be in different cycles. So this person's a bit angry and upset about what they had done. And they're really kind of looking into this, now. It's like, why did I do this? Do we need any more clarification on anything below? Just the top one? Okay. All right. So let's talk about judgment, please. Judgment in reverse. All right, we have the Empress in the upright. There you loves are. There you are. And we have the King of Cups in the upright. Ooh, let's hope this is balanced. Two of Pentacles in the upright. Is this a... Oh, loves. This is beautiful. Now, I don't know if this person's come in with you yet. There you guys are. We have this beautiful Empress energy. Very creative, very prosperous, joyful. This is somebody who plants new seeds. You also have a high-vibing King of Cups here. Either this person's already come in or about to come in. Remember that rubber band, I feel, is very much ready to snap. So this is someone who's very caring, very loving, or at least supportive if this is not a love, romantic thing. This could be someone who's like in a business sense, just very caring about the people around them, very caring about you, understands who you are. And this is beautiful. And bringing balance. There's a lot of balance here with the Two of Pentacles. So beautiful energy. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see if we can get another card here. Yeah, there's the Death card in the upright. That the transition is it's kind of done. It's like what these people don't realize is the cycle's been over. It has been over. It was called, the universe called it. And when the universe calls to something, when the cycle is over, which we saw, this thing still have to play out in its way. Because remember, we perceive time because we're in this matrix. But time doesn't really exist. So with the universe, when the cycle is ended, it's like this little trail. It doesn't, we think of an ending of like closing a book or turning off the light. That's, the light is ended. Like this chapter is done. We perceive things very differently that way. So, but when we're talking about energetic cycles are finished, the energetic cycle is finished, but yet all the stuff is sort of playing out and finishing up to its final conclusion. So that's kind of what it's, what is going on. So we have to be very aware of that kind of, the difference here that we're talking about in the spiritual and what we consider this matrix. So let's get another card here, please, for this Judgment in reverse. I think I just heard wheels screeching outside. I'm telling you, lots of accidents. I didn't hear a but I heard a screech. Yikes. All right, let's see if we can get another card here for you guys. Judgment. Tell me about this Judgment card, please. Tell me about this Judgment. Judgment, Judgment, Judgment. Long shuffle, Jesus. Ah, there it is. We have the Judgment in reverse. Clarifying judgment in reverse. Okay. Oh, the universe got a sense of humor. Ace of Cups in the upright. Is that still the? Is that also the low vibing masculine pass? It is not, correct? Okay. Judgment is coming down. It's like it's also these two, the two, like the low vibing and anti Empress, is they're not waking. They refuse to wake up any calling. Again, I'm telling you, this is a person when they're in, if this person does get to a court system, they're going to be dragged off their ass going to jail. Like, you know, screaming, no, I'm still a princess or something, whatever, you know, just being them dragged, you know, off the stage, basically. That's kind of the energy here, refusing to see anything differently. And we have an Ace of Cups here, which is a brand new joyful beginning, right? And there's a lot of disappointment here because it's just a little bit, yeah, because you're having a new start. Again, this King of Cups is holding, again, the cup here. So they're coming, you know, they know you're having a brand new beginning. You know, I think because you're already healed, you're already co-creating. You know, I think you're in a very good state for most of you. I think, you know, obviously, you know, we have up and down days, of course. But I think for the most part, you've been in very good mood, in spite of these people trying to attack you. So they know that this is happening, you know, where this is moving forward. And they're feeling very out of balance. The Two of Pentacles in reverse, like your life is just falling apart. And it's really falling apart for all of them. It's just the king, your love having master in the past is realizing why. The other two are trying to ignore it. It's like putting blinders on a horse. Let's get the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. Is trying to figure something out, right? Trying to take a reevaluation here. What's the next move kind of thing. Okay, thank you. We have the Seven of Coins in reverse. And we have the Page of Coins in the upright. And behind that, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. So things are falling apart. Foundations are falling apart. Someone's feeling lonely and isolated. This is your low vibing mask. Is anybody else? No. They're very nervous. Again, there's this nervousness. They're not receiving anything. There's no start. There's no money here. Their life is in chaos. They want to get out of the, they want to get out of the Three of Swords, out of this disappointment. And, you know, they're reaping what they've sown. And is this anybody else right now I'm talking about? It is not, correct? Okay. They want to offer you this Page of Coins, which is not exactly much to offer, right? You know, you heard my reading yesterday. It was very, you know, what the hell kind of thing. And they're trying to figure out how to come back, how to reevaluate this, because they do want to make this offer. They know that you have this King of Cups coming in, or that this person's already here. That, in other words, you have a new life. You know, that's basically what it is. And it was so funny too, because I was just watching Dr. Ramani today before starting this, and she is this psychologist that deals with narcissism. And she said, are narcissists resilient? And the answer is really no, they are not. And she was giving a wide variety of, you know, breadth of range of what could possibly, you know, be, how they would react when something goes terribly, terribly wrong in their lives and they are no longer getting the attention or the energy that they need. And it's quite interesting. And a lot of them don't come back from it. But that's also part of the karma. It's like, you know, so it's very interesting. There was a very interesting look into that. And I was just thinking about this because I think this is very much this person who is like, you know, your low vibing master in the past is like, the other two are trying to ignore it, you know, trying to like play Cuckooville. And the other one is like, oh shit, what do I do? How do I gain something back here? Because, you know, like you guys, when all this happened, it hurt. It hurt really badly. And I know a lot of you went through a lot of pain and suffering with this person or these people when all this came crashing down. But unlike them, you had resilience. You were able to, you know, you have a certain amount of humility, because narcissists don't have humility. That's one of the reasons why they don't have resilience. So these people, will play all kinds of games with themselves and also to try to get you back. And remember, they're going to use, if they do come towards you, they're going to use what they think will work on you. And trust me, I know this very well. Whatever it may be. Say like you, I don't know, you love donating money for cats and dogs, So that'll be the thing that they'll bring up. It's like, oh, I'm donating some of my portion of my money to help save the animals, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be in one of the things. They'll try to tie in something that they know that you are about, that you like, and something most likely virtuous, or something that you do that is, beneficial because you really seriously want to help people or help the animals or wherever it may be. These people are, they don't really care. They just want to get back into your energy. So be very wary of that. Be very wary of that. Seven of Pentacles. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles, please. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. So yeah, having to give up on some things. The Queen of Wands with these two together. Is this the love-bombing mask? Yeah. The love-bombing mask knows this. The love-bombing femme is a witchy, bitchy energy, jealous of you, and always has been. This is the thing. It was never about your love-bombing mask. It was always trying to get to you, to destroy you. And once this person didn't realize that. I think they realize that now. I think they have a better idea of that. But, of course, at the time, they didn't realize it. I mean, the universe set the trap, and they just stepped right into it. But again, this person had to leave your life. This was not a person you wanted on your side. It just isn't. It just is not. You trust me, this would not have worked out well for you. Because the universe is going to be blessing you. The first of you had to change. You had to grow, become this resilient and strong person. And now you're on this new cycle of growth and beautiful things coming to you. And you need positive people that have your back. Not narcissists, not sociopaths, not liars. You need people that are there strong and with you at the time. Okay? So we have a Four of Cups, and this person wants to, is thinking about giving up this person or trying to get away from this person. Remember, this person has a sway still on this low-vibing mask. We have the High Priestess in the upright. That's you guys. Three of Cups. We have the King of Wands in reverse. Well, there's your low-vibing mask again. And they know very much you're a High Priestess. There is no doubt in their mind that you've leveled up, that you're very intuitive, that you're very connected to spirit, that you're on the lighter side of things. You're in the light side of things. And they are very jealous and envious of this as well, because there's celebration where you are. And instead of, they could have been there with you, and instead they went with the swamp creature, and now it's just like, it's just karma, karma, karma. And so there's anger there. Is there envy? Just anger. It's anger at this Queen of Wands in reverse. All right, so Justice in reverse. Again, legal proceedings, divorces. I mean, karma coming down, baby. Justice. Tell me about the Justice card, please. Okay, Four of Coins in reverse. We also have the Nine of Coins in reverse. So having to let go of this anti-empress, this corrupt person, this clingy person, codependence. King of Swords in the upright. Is it represent anybody else? So this is your low-vibing mask wanting to come in and speak some truth, right? Now, when you're dealing with a narcissist, if this happens to be this person, or someone we know this person's been lying out the wazoo, we know all that. So even if they're not a narcissist, they definitely have very strong narcissistic tendencies. So again, they're going to use things to sort of worm themselves back into your energy. The truths that they may be saying may be half-truths, or things that they know that you want to hear. This is, again, if you watch Dr. Ramani, this is very typical of the narcissist or narcissistic tendencies. We have the Temperance in the upright. Nightmare, Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah. See, they're in a nightmare right now with the Queen of Swords in reverse, which matched their energy perfectly, at least in the past. And there's a lot of anxiety going on with this person because they just can't seem to get away from this person. And then, of course, all they're thinking about is balancing things out with you. You know, they want stability back in their life. They don't want all this drama. You know, it was much more than they bargained for. It was okay when the shoe was on the other foot, when they were attacking you or they were attacking other people. But now when they feel attacked, when the universe is like literally whipping these people into shape, they don't want to be there. So, justice in reverse. Let me put this justice in reverse, please. Justice in reverse. There we go. Seven of Swords in reverse. So everything is being exposed, and they know it. This is all going to come out anyway, right? These people don't have any more options left. This again with the Seven of Cups in reverse here. Is this something unable to? They're nullified. They're nullified. They can't do anything anymore. They don't have the power or the strength or anything, the tools to use to keep the lies up, to keep the deceit up, to whatever it is. There's just no more of it. They can't do it anymore because they've been found out, they've been discovered, paper trails, whatever it may be. We do have a Page of Wands. Somebody wants to come towards you. Again, reevaluation of how to come towards you. And yeah, this is your low vibing mass trying to figure out how to come towards you. Again, they've run out of options. And you may see this start playing out too, people. So be very careful of it. Let's get some cards here for the Seven of Cups, please. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Oops. Okay, top card it is. Queen of Cups in the upright. That's you guys, the sweetheart of the deck. They're not moving forward. And it's because they were working against you, you know. And they're stuck in this nightmare situation. And they do realize that you are, like, unlike this Nine of Pentacles energy in reverse, you are this beautiful, loving person. And this is the person they had when they were with you. Now you're, of course, the Queen of Swords. It doesn't mean that you're still not this Queen of Cups. You are, but just to other people, not to these people. Like, you learned your lesson with this, and you also learned your boundaries, which is a very hard lesson to learn, but a very important lesson to learn. So we have the Nine of Cups in the upright, we have the Six of Wands in the upright, and we have the Knight of Wands in the upright. Okay, this is all for you guys. This is what's coming in for you. Like this, the new creative spirits are coming in, like this again, this King of Cups, your own energies moving forward. That's moving forward creatively to victory, having your wish fulfillments, and we've seen this time and time again for you starting to play out very beautifully here. So that's just great for you guys. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Tell me about this Seven of Cups, please. Tell me about this Seven of Cups. Oops. No, you don't. No, you don't. Tell me about this Seven of Cups, please. We have the King of Coins in the upright, and we have the Moon. Does this represent anybody else? No. It's your low vibing mass who wants to come in as this King of Coins now, to feel like they're very supportive, to be there with you. You know, and emotions. Okay, and they're very emotional about this. They really are. There's again, this person has been has gotten a really big spanking from the universe. Let's put it that way. And they're eating a lot of humble pie. Really eating a lot of humble pie. So they're very emotional at this point. They're very emotional over you. They're very angry at these other people they got involved with. I don't know if they're as much angry with themselves, because again, a narcissist will make it about everybody else except for themselves. Now, sometimes when also a narcissist is backed into a corner and has no other options, which this is the Seven of Cups energy, they will take some blame. They'll be like, oh, it was definitely my fault, blah, blah, blah. And that's only because they know that you're this high priestess, that you're gonna want to hear that from them. But you're going to have to be careful because a lot of this is just blah, blah, blah. It's just talking it, but not really believing it. Okay? So again, if you do watch it after, that's also one of the things they will do. If they get to the point where they have nothing left, but they have to sort of admit they're wrong, it is one of those things where they they won't really believe it, but they'll say it to hopefully placate. And this is where it also becomes things are still a bit hidden with them. And we have the Five of Pentacles. And why? Because this person's got no more options. They're left out in the cold. Again, could be losing a lot of money, etc. Excuse me a minute, and don't mind my shorts. I know it doesn't really match the shirt, but I just usually put something on before I go. So the shorts are cute, but they're not the right color for all this. But anyway. So King of Coins. So do keep all this in mind. I mean, they are, a narcissist can be very crafty. Eight of Cups in reverse. Of course, they're wanting to make a loop back towards you. Nine of Swords in the upright. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. And we have the Moon again. Very emotional. And of course we're at this is a full moon today too. So do keep that in mind because again, the emotions are heightened around full moons. 3 days before, 3 days after usually. Giving up. This person wants to give up. They're very emotional. They're just living a nightmare all the time right now. That's basically what they're doing. And again, I don't know how anybody does that. They're trying to prevent another tower here. It's in the reverse. They're trying to get out of this Ten of Swords, but it's very hard to get out of this Ten of Swords because again, this is somebody who, again, they'll try to placate that they want to heal and everything else, but this is not somebody who's actually going to do that. And even if and if you're dealing with a true narcissist, again, I don't know your story, but if you are, then these people don't normally heal. And you can just you talk to, you go watch therapists and whatnot and psychologists and they'll tell you that. They don't usually heal. And that's why they're not resilient because they have a really tough time of getting out of their own mindset. So, because they don't believe that they're wrong in any particular way. So they're trying to prevent a tower here. Again, that could be, we've seen that with the last big, tower ready to fall on them, and that's going to be the real cincher. I mean, that's the one that could lead these people right to jail. So let's get another card here, please, for the Eight of Cups in reverse. Thank you, guys. We have the Temperance in reverse. Yeah, chaos. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Page of Swords. Are these two cards together? Are they the love I've been masked from the past? Watching you, of course. Again, their life is in chaos. It's unhealed. And very emotional. We got the Moon again. This is still things hidden. Do you see? Just emotion. Wildly emotional. Wildly emotional. Wanting to get out of the cold, wanting to get out of the lack. That card keeps coming. The Moon card keeps coming. And it's so apropos too for this full moon. Then we have the Three of Wands here. So you're moving on. I mean, thank God, and that is a beautiful thing for you guys. We have the Ace of Coins in reverse, and we also have the Eight of Wands in the upright. Behind the deck, we have the Ten of Wands in the upright. Yeah, wanting to lift the burdens. Again, they're not receiving anything. There was no money to be had here, no commitment the Magician in the upright, the Seven of Swords in the upright, ugh, and the Two of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, so kind of all over the board. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. This is obviously wanting equilibrium. Then we have the Seven of Swords, which is deceit and lies. And then, of course, we have the Magician. So let's see whose energy this is. All three cards of these together? I didn't think so. Is this a low vibing femme? Still trying to lie? Yeah. Is this low vibing mat? Okay. Okay. So the low vibing mass does want some like equilibrium with you, balance things out. But of course, we still have that low vibing femme still lying and deceptive and everything else. Again, this is the cuckoo crazy person because they just refuse to see anything differently. And then we have the Magician. Well, this is like the person from the past trying to make something happen. And they're wanting to rush forward. They also know that new information is coming towards you anyway, and it's also going to propel you forward as well. But they want to, of course, move forward with you. This is just their thought. Again, whether you want this person back or not, it's really not the point here. This is what's in their head. All right, so give me another card here for the Three of Wands, please. Three of Wands, please. Thank you. Seven of Wands in the upright. Okay. And Queen of Wands in reverse. Is this the love vibing? Yeah, it's the love vibing fan. Again. These two cards together? No. I don't think so. Okay, yeah, the love vibing femme is out of options, right? Again, they're all out of options. None of these people have any options left to do anything. They can't do anything. They have to face their karma now. It's time. And the Seven of Wands in the upright, you're very protected. You know your worth. Like nothing's coming. Like nothing. You got your barriers up, baby. You're gonna be good. Like I have no doubt about that in my mind. Four of Swords in reverse. Again, the Five of Cups in the upright, or reverse rather, and the Death card in reverse and the Knight of Coins in reverse. Are these four cards together and the Low Vibing Mask? Oh, is this the Low Vibing Femme? Okay. The Low Vibing Femme is very nervous. She does not want, of course, the cycle to be over, even though it's over. She didn't receive anything. She's not going to. She doesn't want to believe that she's lost, okay, with this card. And then but there's still this like nervousness, unhealedness going on. Definitely unhealed, but like a nervousness. And it's the reality starting to come in to this person that they are effed. So, yeah. Ten of Swords in the upright. Tell me about this Ten of Swords in the upright, please. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Boom. There. We have the Three of Wands again. Your ships are moving forward, coming in, new projects. And the Chariot in reverse, they're not moving forward. But this is actually the universe even holding them back. And we have the Page of Cups. They want to get out of this remorse and sadness, but I think they're going to be stuck in it. It's like stuck in the loop. The Hierophant in the upright. Yeah, the Love Vibing Mask still wants a partnership with you. They want to get out of this. Again, this is what's on their mind. You know, keep it at that. Okay, just saw the Ten of Coins. Here's the Psycho. Again, Psycho is losing everything. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. They're just losing everything. Like there's nothing to be had here. And I think this is where the reality of the situation for the Psycho is kind of like creeping in a bit, and it's like they're trying to get rid of it. So this person may be a heavy drug user as well. Again, prescription or illegal does not matter. You know, maybe they're very much into their vices to keep them distracted, and that's the thing. They have to keep themselves distracted, which of course makes them even more erratic, especially if they're doing drugs and things like that. Makes them more erratic and more prone to really slip up everything. Because these people have told so many lies that there's no possible way that they can remember all of them. Just impossible. So, you know, the webs we weave when we practice to deceive. Mm-hmm. So let's get another card here, please, for this Ten of Swords. And we have the Four of Cups in reverse, having to go. We had it twice up here, having to let go of things, and things that no longer are worth anything. There was nothing here to really be found anyway with these people. But that was kind of on them. Is this also, yeah, the low vibing mass, of course, wants to heal things with you. They're having to give up on what no longer serves them. Of course, well, that's a no-brainer. They're not seeing victory, nor are they going to see victory. There's going to be lots of years of karma here with this. And you're getting a new Ace of Pentacles. I mean, they would love to have this with you, but you are getting this new Ace of Pentacles, and you have that King of Cups here in the upright. So beautiful energy for you guys. Let's get some cards here, please, to wrap it up. Okay, there we go. Well, with the King of Cups in reverse, we also have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Fool reversed, and we have the Eight of Swords reversed. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, is this the Love of Master? Yeah. Is this the, okay, they want to make an offer, of course. Is this the King of, is this? It's funny because, again, the low vibing master from the past wants to make this offer, but the King of Swords is right behind them in the reverse. This is not the person from the past. This is the other one that is dealing with very closely with the Anti-Empress. Watching, still trying to lie and everything else. There's no creativity here, no love, no passion, anything that's here. This again, this low vibing mass from the past has run out of options, and they're very upset. Again, that Moon card kept coming up, very emotional, because they have no more options. They're literally in a corner, and Ten of Pentacles in reverse. They've lost everything. That's why they're making a U-turn towards you. They don't have any support. They don't have any money. They're losing the car, the house, the kids. You know, the whole thing. Whole kit and caboodle is gone. The Fool, feeling very foolish for what they did. Very stupid. They took a leap of faith without even, with nothing. And the leap of faith is something that you do this when you take a leap of faith, when the universe is calling you to take a leap of faith. When you're also have gotten something under your wings to do, to take that leap of faith. In other words, say if you're going to start a new business, you've already taken some precautions or you gotten ideas together for your business. You made a business plan, whatever it may be. You have an idea. You have something to that's solid, or at least has an idea before you jump off the cliff, before you start the process, right? Before you really dive into it. So you have an inkling of what you're going to be doing. This person wasn't even. This person just ran. Just ran for the shiny thing, and there was a swamp. That's all they saw. That's that, and that was it. And then we have the Eight of Swords. They know they have to heal with you. It's because it's one of the things that the universe is demanding that they do, that they at least say something to you. So you're sort of vindicated, I guess. It'll be just that little bit of icing on the cake for you, because I don't think it's something you really particularly need. But it's definitely the universe saying, listen, we have your back. You've been so patient. You've healed. You're moving forward. You've been resilient, and we want this person to at least come back and acknowledge, that this wasn't your fault. That this was all this person's fault. And don't get me wrong, we're not perfect people. But I don't think you really had a lot to do with what all this shit happened. I really don't. I think you were flabbergasted the entire time when all this started playing out, and you were just like, what the hell just happened? Like you were just hit by a bus. So yeah, so this kind of has to play out in the way it has to play out. All right, guys, so that is the reading for today. I hope it resonated. Again, if you want a personal reading, just hit me up in the email, and I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.